It's, I don't know, 5:30 in the morning, and for 2.5 hours I've already been tortured, Trevor. Electronically harassed. All day, 24/7. Now, it is true that some of the things that the electronic harassers, the terrorists that terrorize me, some of the things that, a year ago when I was in the psych ward, they would block my ability to pee. I would sit in the toilet for 3 hours trying to pee because they would crunch down on my urinary tract. The sphincters, they would crunch down by remote control. They target all of the nerve centers in your body. It's very high tech, probably off satellite. Elon Musk privately has 40,000 satellites, Trevor. You don't think the military have got, access to electronically harass? I'm just looking at Joe Biden, and people are calling Joe Biden Brandon Biden because he keeps having meltdowns. I had the same thing happen to me, identical to what happens to Joe Biden. So Joe Biden is electronically harassed. Have compassion for the man. Well, who's really running the government? Well, clearly it's not Joe Biden. It's the people who are terrorizing me and Joe Biden with electronic harassment. Who are they? They're Well, I can't help you out because we're talking from a spiritual perspective who these people are, and clearly they're under 540 on the scale of human consciousness. So that's what we have on planet Earth. We have a problem of people who are under 540 unconditional love on the planet. Idle hands make the devil's work, or something like that. And so that's what you have when you have Prince Andrew and people like that who've got, I know, we know all these stories, Trevor, you know all these stories. It's just that right now my hand is moving involuntarily to me because there's people that are using, this electronic stuff, and they are real people, Trevor, and they're really alive, and they targeted me for 6 fucking years every day doing this. Even me having a hard time breathing is because they attack my ability to breathe, Trevor. They choke me every day. They want me dead. So, the question is my long talk yesterday about bringing everybody home, which was your lecture that you gave to me on Cypress Street in Vancouver 1,000,000 years ago. And the answer right now is no. The devils are not coming home, and that seems to be a lot of people, let's just say everyone who's under 540 on the scale of human consciousness is not going to heaven because they just don't vibrate at the right frequency. And getting them to raise their consciousness is working for some people, and it's definitely not working for the people who've been attacking me for 6 years. It hasn't worked on my mother and father and my 2 sisters. So I'm going to say the answer is people at 540 are going heavenward, and people who are under 540 aren't. And what about the people in between 200 and 540? I can't wait around, and I'm not coming back for another lifetime after lifetime after lifetime so that you can say you brought everybody home, Trevor. It's a free will universe, and if they don't want to come home, then we got a warfare. Crabs in the bucket, because I don't want to live on this planet with evil people. So the answer is, I'm going to tell you, I don't know, a week, 2 weeks ago, I abandoned the whole mission of Earth Ascension. I said, rescue everybody at 540 and higher, and kill off everybody else, Trevor. Because they're parasites and predators, and they're space travel people, and they're going to start Star Wars everywhere they go, because they have no heart. So, it would just behoove civilization to declare, and it has been declared, 540 is the law. Anybody who's not at 540 is a parasite and a predator. and a terrorist, and they're dead men walking, because that's the new universal law, 540, or you're gonna be killed off as, no different than a housefly that's, flying around in your kitchen contaminating your food. So it's kind of funny because the Georgia Guidestones were all about the 1% taking out the 99%. In the end, what's going to happen is whatever percent of the population is under 540 is going to kill themselves with their bad karma. Because that's what's been going on with me being tortured year after year. It's being allowed for people like me to be tortured so that everyone has plenty of rope to hang themselves. That's me being tortured. People who are going to do evil have had plenty of time. It's harvest time. I was told by Ascended Master Sananda 25 years ago in Vancouver. You went to Beverly Woodburn's house and you saw Jerry Lynch channel Sananda. You were there. I don't know, did I tell you Aaron Abke on YouTube has got great videos on harvest time and ascension, law of one. Anyways, it is my humble opinion that no, we're not going to bring everyone home, and those people who aren't willing to be at 540 or higher have already decided, and they're all going into the lake of fire, because even if they're, between 200 and 539, it's not good enough. And there's been, Dr. Hawkins told us in around the year 2000, everybody can make 540 in this lifetime. It was 22 years ago. Isn't that long enough? I'm getting to be an old man, Trevor. I'm 57 years old this year. I've been tortured for 6 years every day. I'm not going to wait around for a bunch of fuckfaces to change their mind, because they won't. So, if you're at 540, you're on the list of people to be rescued. If you're playing around in lower levels on the scale of human consciousness, then you're a parasite and a predator. If you're doing something and telling me that I'm mixing levels, then I don't understand you. You're non sequitur. And that's what I think you're doing, Trevor, because you're not talking to me. And if you're not talking to me, you're not on my wavelength, and my wavelength is 600 Ps. And yours seems to be, you got a finger up your ass feeling your prostate, trying to figure out if you're queer or not. You're jerking yourself off, Millar. Because why? Because you won't talk to me. And if you won't talk to me, somebody who's definitely a serious spiritual student, then you're hanging out with fuckfaces. And you're a fuckface, stupid asshole. You're a fallen guru. Because you said you hit enlightenment at the Vancouver airport when you picked me up 1,000,000 years ago. You met the final doorway. And then what happens? I don't know. You don't act human to me. You don't talk to me. Humans talk, especially people who had as much in common as you and I did, lover boy. I'm just kidding. I mean, really, seriously, I can't help you out because I'm electronically harassed. And even the words get jerked around inside of me because I don't get freedom. I don't have free will. I'm tortured. I'm a tortured soul. On the mission of rescuing all these people, sorry, I tried. And it's not really a fuck off for you, because your heart was in the right place, Trevor. It's just that right now, you're an asshole to me. So personally, go fuck yourself, Millar, you little fucking bitch. Because for years and years and years and years, you've been very unfriendly to me. That's not a Christian way to be. Whatever the fuck you are, Millar, you're a snake. You took the snake instead of the ladder, and now, in my opinion, you're as bad as the people who torture me. You pile on while I'm being tortured by evil people, which means part of you is evil too.